we're going to win. And we're going to win a championship. Otherwise, why are we doing it?
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to another episode of StarChasers, Girls Talk Ball. As you guys know, it's your girl Craven, and as always, I got my girl Star in the building. How you doing tonight, Star?
What's up? What's up, everybody? Doing good. It's game day. I hope these guys are gonna show up. That's all I can say. I don't know if I'm because I just saw the reports. They saying Kenneth Murray gonna be calling plays again. They said that what's his name? That what's the guy we just got? Wilson. They're saying Wilson's supposed to be filling in. I mean, they're talking about both of them supposed to be wearing a green dot and they'll be sharing series, but I'm just like, it sounds like that can be confusing, and that was that same shit y'all was doing when it was Sanborn. So I don't know, man. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm hoping that these guys don't disappoint us today, because as we said on the thumbnail, I mean, this is a must-win game. You don't have any room for error. Realistically, you probably could lose one more game, and you don't want to lose your one more game to a 2-5 team. You can't.
Correct.
You have way harder teams coming up. So it's like you already lost multiple games.
I think coming into the season, we're looking at the Raiders, like, they may be a tough game, maybe depending on how they look out in the season. But now, I mean, like you said, 2-7 team. I think ranked last in their division. I mean, they're struggling, offensively. They're giving away the ball. Defense can't seem to stop. At least anything in the air.
They can't stop shit. Geno leading the league in interceptions. Ashton Jeanty, people calling him a bust because he ain't been able to do shit all year. So I'm really hoping these guys don't come out here and make Ashton Jeanty run all over us for 200 yards. Geno, no picks, 4 touchdowns, because that's how they've been making every other quarterback look. We're gonna hope and pray that these acquisitions that we got is gonna help us. Because we're just in a do or die situation. This is a do or die situation.
Right. I mean, we're seeing rookies, make their first touchdowns of their career. I think Tedero McMillan,
rookies. Marvin Harrison Jr. been struggling all year. We made him look like he first team All Pro, and he's still struggling.
Right. He wasn't sweating his right. I was gonna say he wasn't sweating. It's like every other game, he's sweating, eyes wide. Can't get a connection. You know what I'm saying? But it's like of course in that game he turned up. So it's just like you said, it's just like coming to this game. Of course, with the Raiders, like we said, they're struggling, but they do have their players. They do have a Max Crosby, like you mentioned. They do have Ashton Jeanty, who seems to be, although like you mentioned, the offense is struggling, their run game is struggling. Ashton Jeanty is really what gets their team going. So once they start to feed him the ball, they do start to move the ball. They do start to have some production, but even still, overall, with that being their bright spot, they're still struggling. So it's just like there should be
Facts.
no reason why this team should, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to him, he's doing what he can, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the offensive line is
That's
struggling.
another thing, sis. The offensive line is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm.
It's running through his life.
Like the
I will say
offensive
that.
line is terrible. You've added up
Yeah.
acquisitions to beef up the offensive line. So I mean, beef up your defensive line to make that a strength.
Exactly.
So I'm like, y'all better show up today. I swear to God, bro. Like,
yeah, we gotta. I'm glad you actually mentioned that because I think that's one of the key ways. I think that was one of the ways I would think that that shouldn't be too much big to think on about how to beat the Raiders, but ways that we could kind of ways we could kind of take advantage of their weaknesses. I think harassing the pocket, not just for Geno, but Ashton Genty as well. He doesn't really handle pass pro that well. He really gets blown up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
so
he does. Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even and Mostert, they don't even really use him they don't use him as a duo. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's kind of putting pressure in that pocket. We know that Quentin Williams can penetrate, but also put pressure on the pocket. And now we have guys who should be winning their one-on-ones. And I think that was really a key. I mean, I'm sure, it was the one thing about bringing in a DT body, but to bring in someone as, who plays with the ferocity as Quentin Williams, I think that was one of them, just a major factor that could really turn up for this team. Like just not being able to double teams, you know what I mean? But also to be able to split those and then the other guys, because they still have to step up. I think if you brought in, of course we have bodies, right? Of course we had a Jay Tuia, if you will, we had guys that they brought in off Sidney Clark, we had him have someone on that next level,
right? Like we got somebody for sure on that next level, and
exactly.
I'm putting this up here. You can take, I'm putting this up here, y'all, to show y'all. Ashton Genty, 143 rushes, 547 yards, 3.8 yards per carry, or yards per average. That's what he's averaging, 3.8, which is bad,
right.
and only 4 touchdowns. So I'm showing y'all this to show, like, Ashton Genty has not been doing anything. Now, I will say this. Don't be surprised today if they give Ashton Genty 100 carries. Don't be surprised today, because these other games, they've been giving him, if I can scroll down, because it'll tell you, like, per game, how many attempts. Look at this. 19, 13, 6, 23, 14, 21, 17, 11, 19. So like they really haven't been like feeding him like a bell cow. Yes, he reached 20 carries once.
Right.
But don't be surprised tonight, because if we go to our man Geno, let me see, who's been playing terrible. If we go to Geno, this is Geno, 2 of 7, 66.7 completion, 1,800 yards, only averaging 6.9 yards per throw, 11 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. So,
wow. Almost 50-50, almost 500 in touchdowns.
Right, 50-50. Wow. Do not. I mean, this is how he's been playing. He has not been playing good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he leads the league right now in interceptions. He's been throwing, like you can see this last game. I mean, he pretty much throws a pick a game. Let's see how many games. He's only had 2 games this year where he didn't throw a pick.
Correct. And I think even in those games, I think they still get the ball away. I think maybe Genty,
probably Genty or a fumble or something like that. So,
yeah. So they definitely give. I know these guys need to come in and take advantage of this. I mean, especially these new cornerbacks who are going to be starting getting their feet wet again, starting to work back into the backfield. Right. I think this is a great way to capitalize. Hey, this is you guys. It's time to step up. Kalen Carson. Awesome video, sis. I just love that you kind of broke down, his debut game, and also I loved your video on Logan Wilson as well. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, sis. Thank you.
Because I think we really got him just in time, Logan Wilson, because of course we know about the tight end up there. We know that Geno's of course about Brock Bowers, but really just what you pointed out in that video about Logan Wilson's ability and coverage, that's going to be huge, because we know that Brock Bowers moves throughout the field, up in the seam shot, everything. Like, this is going to be a really important game for the linebackers, but I think we got him at the perfect time, Logan Wilson, because we're going to need that coverage aspect in this game.
Facts. We're gonna need that cover respect. Definitely, like I said, we're gonna need to. And shout out to Lee Harrison in the chat. You're the only one in here with us, rocking with us, but that's okay. I know it's a lot of people going live and stuff right now, especially before the game. They do a lot of pregame shows, but we on here anyway, and we appreciate everybody who's in here to support us. And I'm sure maybe some people will pop in on the back end, but the game does start. I think. What time does it start? That's what I was trying to look up. I think it starts at
8:15, 8:20.
Okay, 7:15, 8:15 Eastern. But we can look just at the Las Vegas roster as well. Like, let me see. I was trying to pull up the roster. Okay, this is their injury report. So it looks like only Aiden O'Connell, but that's their backup quarterback, is going to be out. Tyler Lockett will be playing. But again, I mean, Tyler Lockett is. What'd you say, sis?
Oh no, I was just gonna say they seem to be kind of targeting him more. That I think of course before they traded away, I forget his name.
They traded away Jacoby Myers. Which is their best wide receiver. So really, the only person you got to really worry about is let me exit out of it. Is Brock Bowers. Now Brock Bowers is different, clearly. But at the end of the day, he's a tight end. Are you gonna let a tight end destroy you?
Right, exactly.
That's one person. That's the one person you gotta zero in on. Again, Tyler Lockett is cool. I'm not gonna say he a scrub or nothing like that, but we all know that Tyler Lockett is at the end of his career. This will probably be one of the last teams he ever plays. Like, he may retire next year. So it's not like, this is prime Tyler Lockett. He gonna be killing us, or he shouldn't be killing. Let me say that he shouldn't be killing us or routing us up, as he has not killed or routed anybody up this year. He literally asked for a release from a horrible team, just to go to another horrible team. So it's not like anybody was pining after him, trying to get his services. So we have to show up. But just looking at their roster, I mean, you got Jamal Adams, who they've now moved to a linebacker. I mean, Alice Bachman, I don't even know who that is. Now, Jack Besh, I will say I did like Jack Besh. And that's somebody, but you're going to have to, I did like him coming out of college at a TCU. I'm going to click on here just to see what he's done. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. He's done absolutely nothing this year. So even though I really liked him coming out of college, like, come on, y'all, 73 yards, 0 touchdowns. Come on, guys. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like,
it doesn't seem like they have really been targeting him.
Right, like, he's not even a factor now. I could see them trying to get him involved this year, but I mean, in this game. But the fact of the matter is, he have not been involved. He's not even a starter. He's only started 2 games this year.
Right, exactly.
So, like, these are things
even the other rookie, I think Thornton Jr., he's not even having them.
Thornton,
he's getting plays here.
Where is he at? Yeah, hold on, I'm trying to find him. Where is Thornton? Oh, maybe he's down here. Yeah, where is Thornton at? Okay, Wilson.
Oh, there he is.
Here we go. Deontay, is that his name? Deontay Thornton? Yeah, he's a rookie. Okay. Yeah. So Deontay Thornton, 6 receptions all year. Nice. 98 yards. Like, guys, I mean, we 8 games in, guys. So I'm like, if you cannot beat this 2-7 Raiders team, just hang it up, y'all. We're going to have to prepare for the draft. Because I just feel like there's no way in hell you're going to drop another game like this.
Right.
You just can't. You cannot allow it to happen. You cannot drop a game like this. You have, like I said, very hard games. Right after this game, you got to play Philly. Then after you play Philly, you got to play the Chiefs. Then after you play the Chiefs, you got to play the Lions and the Vikings. Like, now, granted, the Vikings
back-to-back short weeks.
Exactly, back-to-back short weeks. Now, granted, I'm not that worried about the Vikings because JJ McCarthy is terrible. I watched him on Sunday. I was like, oh, he's pretty bad. So I'm not really worried about him. Worried about the Vikings that much. I feel like they're going down a hill quickly.
Yeah.
But when you look at, the rest of the schedule that we have, it's going to be difficult. So that's what I'm saying. You can't lose to this team because they don't even have much. They've got Brock Bowers and they have Max Crosby, whom we know is a total, complete animal.
Right.
5 sacks this year already.
I think 6 passes.
Yeah, he got 6 pass deflections, a forced fumble, 5 sacks, 37 combined tackles, and 13 tackles for loss. You can see he's an animal versus the run. 2 years in a row, he led the NFL in tackles for loss. So that's another thing too. What up, Vi Cowboys? Glad to see you. Thank you for your support. But another thing too is like I want our running game to get back where it needs to be. Like,
yeah, definitely.
And
that's
it's
not. I was watching the Jags game. Like they were doing a lot of power runs, really right down the gut. I mean, something that Javonte Williams, specializes in, right? But also they were. I mean, at least in my opinion, it seemed like they were attacking the edges. I mean, that's something they were either running away from Max Crosby, or even when they were running towards him, they were attacking the edges, getting the ball past him before he could have any kind of impact in the backfield. So I think that I think that run game is really going to could be a special factor in this game if we turn it up.
Right. It's like we want to establish these past 2 games. We have gotten away from the physical identity that we were displaying before these past 2 games. And I feel like it's affected us significantly. But I had this up here to show Jonathan Taylor, who I really think should be the MVP this year. I think the only quarterback that's playing really good is Matthew Stafford. And I mean, they may throw in an MVP for Matthew Stafford because he's never won it. They always try to make the MVP award or quarterback award. But when you really think about what the MVP means, it's clearly Jonathan Taylor. But you can see only 4 running backs are averaging 4 yards after contact. Javonte is second. And Javonte was killing it versus the Cards. I really wish we didn't get those penalties. And I really wish Shoddy would stick to the run in the red zone. Even if you only get 1 yard on the first carry, give him the ball again. That's how we were scoring. People are like, "Oh, we can't score in the red." Y'all want to know why we were scoring so much in the red zone? Because we were handing the ball off, and that's what everybody does. Just hand the ball off. You don't need to. Okay, I handed it off. What'd you say? Go ahead.
I think he had back-to-back games with two touchdowns.
Yeah, back-to-back games. Like we were feeding Javonte in the red zone. I don't know what it is in these past 2 games. Shoddy, he'll get to the red. We'll run, and we'll be balanced to get to the red zone. We'll get inside the 5. Shoddy will run it 1 time, give up, and then go to spread formation. I'm like, are we killing more? Like, what is going on? Like, come on now. Like, you've got Shoddy. You've got you. I'm on your ass, Shoddy, because these past 2 games, and who's watching, please make sure y'all hit that like and share button, please. Like, share, and subscribe. But these past 2 games, Shoddy, you've wet the bed with play calling, buddy. It has not been good. Now, granted,
yeah, I definitely agree, and just, I mean,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, as far as play calling,
and
at least as far as me, yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I just feel like at least for me in the I believe it was the Cardinals game when Jake Ferguson had the fumble and then he had the holding penalty. I just feel like at least for me, we're kind of rewarding mistakes and mediocrity. I just feel like Jake Ferguson is averaging, I think he's averaging a career low 6.9 yards per reception. And I think he's ranked 16. I think they mentioned on Talking Cowboys that he ranked 16th out of 19 tight ends as far as I think in yards after the catch. So just hearing numbers, and really tight ends just being.
He's not performing. He's not performing well at all.
At all.
You're right, sis. If y'all can y'all see this? Can y'all see my screen? Oh no, I gotta share it. Hold on. But you can see here. This is Ferguson's stats. 6.9 average. You are correct. His yards per reception had went way down compared to his Pro Bowl year. 10.7, 6.9. 384 yards. last year was awful, and he was averaging more per reception.
Right.
His success percentage 51.5. Like that's not good, dog. Longest is 26. His average per game is only 6.2. And yards per game is only 42.7.
Oh my gosh.
He's and then the holding penalties, the drops, the holding penalties, the drops, like it's not
the abysmal blocking. Like they give
the blocking has been really
like,
bad.
I mean, I know. Yeah, I used to argue like for competition, which is probably, of course, it's probably, nonsense competition between Brevin and Jake. But I at least want to see some competition between Brevin and Schoonmaker, because I look at, that's one thing about the Raiders. I look at their tight ends; they at least utilize their tight ends. Because I feel like they, Schoonmaker at least kind of resembles some of the physicality that they both, both even not just Bowers but Michael Mayer as well. So I feel like if we use those tight ends in that respect, just a little bit more. I know they had the physicality already, but as far as just some of the pass catching opportunities, I mean, Schoonmaker, he's been dropping a lot. So, at least in my opinion, Brevin Spann-Ford doesn't seem to drop anything. He follows through with his blocking. He plays through the echoes of the whistle. So I just want to see more opportunities from him, number one. But if you see your tight end one lacking, I'm just not sure why we're not giving other opportunities to the tight ends who are in our depth.
That's right, sis. And sis, you was on the tight ends. You love tight ends, and you've been on the tight ends and talking about Brevin Spann-Ford. You and Boss, I feel like, have talked about him the most. And then to hear, like, he's been completely shut out. Let's be honest. Shotty said he made this giant leap. And remember Nick Harris put out, he looks unstoppable. And then all of a sudden now, all he is a blocker. Now he's blocking his ass off, but doesn't he deserve? What's up, Hoodie? Cause got to see you.
Appreciate you.
But doesn't he deserve to get more targets?
We talk about competition, and I mean, come
we
on,
like competition.
I think he gets I think he gets the first target. You know what I'm saying? I think a few games back, and I'm like, okay. I think in the Broncos game, okay, I'm excited. I'm just like, he's gonna get a chance, and that's all we've seen. After that, I don't think he got any more opportunity. At least not any more pass catching opportunities. So we talk about competition. I feel like he's earned it.
Right. It's like Shotty. If you're saying, it's about
his guy.
Exactly. If you're saying competition. And you're benching everybody else. You had no problem benching Trayvon Diggs. You had no problem benching Blue and benching Mozzie when he was here, and benching Demont, benching whoever the hell else. You got no problem benching them. But when it comes to Ferg, he has been underperforming. I don't give a damn if he got a paycheck. I don't care if he got a paycheck. He's been underperforming, and he's hurting your offense. He is hurting your offense more than he's helping. If competition is true, you should see someone else get a little bit more targets. We're not saying automatically just start over targeting them and don't target Ferg. But what we are saying is, based off of Ferg's performances in these last two games where we should have won, somebody else deserves some targets. And real targets, at least, can we get three to 5 targets?
Right. I mean, that's what Schoonmaker seemed to be. At least that's what he seemed like. We seemed to average last season. I mean, I know. I know things are under different under McCarthy. I know he maybe favors that room a little bit more, but I mean, like you mentioned, I mean, they almost had a whole segment on Brevin Spann-Ford in the training camp, and I know he went down with the injury, but I mean, does that mean we shy away from a player's potential?
Absolutely not.
We stop talking about them.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean? So it's just like I do want to see more from him, and also, I mean, I know we talked about him before. I don't know if we ever will see more from Lipke, but I mean, it seems like when Lipke gets the ball, he has production as well. He has
that's another one.
He has great blocking. Why haven't we got
exactly? Yes, so that's another one. It's like, why the hell have we not gotten involved? Shotty, you did all this talking. Lipke. Don't forget Hunter Lipke. You ain't even using Hunter Lipke, and that's the bone I had to pick with Shotty. Okay, Shotty, you talking about Hunter Lipke, you talking about Malik Davis, but yet you're not even giving these guys no carries.
Yes.
You're not getting these guys involved in the offense at all.
Right. You blowing up Devontae Williams. Right,
Exactly.
exactly. And
Like it's only
he's been a great power back for him, but maybe
right.
he
He's
needs
been
to
great for us,
spell.
but exactly, he needs a spell back as well, just like everybody. I was saying today in a group chat, like if you look, I'll sit here and watch every NFL game this weekend, and you could see every team has a running. Every team is running a tandem.
Talk
Bijan,
about it.
Algier,
The Jags. Tootin', yo,
Jags,
all week,
Tootin',
and I'm like, yo, shout out BA. Tootin',
ETN.
Tootin' were blowing it up. And even with ETN, because even for a second I'm watching the game, I'm like, you know what? And they gonna forget about ETN. Oh man, they gonna have him riding the bench. But then ETN comes in, gets what, 2-3 touchdowns? Like, sis, it's like, why can't we just have what everyone
The
else has?
Lions, Gibbs in
Man.
Montgomery. The Bears, Swift and Monongai. Everybody has a duo. Philly,
Even the
Saquon,
Niners.
Bixby. The Niners.
They using B-Rob. They using B-Rob like Washington and let something go. I'm like, Washington, why you come over here?
Exactly.
Come
Christian
on,
McCaffrey, B-Rob. Like, shoddy. At this point, I know you probably wanted to trade for a back, but we didn't trade for one. The deadline is passed. Are you going to use these other running backs? Because it's clear you can't.
Right.
I get why you're not trying to give Javonte a million carries, because you're not trying to run him into the ground. I get that. So that means you at some point you've got to use your other personnel. Like
exactly.
You have other I know Blue isn't active again. We can look at the let me see if I can pull it up. The inactive list, which it should be on everybody page. John Machota. Let's go to John Machota.
I'm wondering the same thing as you. It's like, okay, if Blue is inactive once again, okay, so what running back, okay, we know maybe Malik Davis is active again, but how many times can he come from the practice squad? Like, are we ever going to see Maffa? It's like, it's just what kind of rotation are we going to have? We're midway through the season. We don't have any kind of rotation at this point, honestly.
Exactly. Like, we're not having any rotation, and that's screwing us. Like, at this point, you have to use your other you do have other running backs. Maybe they weren't the running backs that you preferred, but you do have other running backs out of Blue. So it's like, are you going to use them, or are you going to continue to just not keep making excuses? But this is our updated depth chart. As y'all know, Solomon Thomas is going to be out tonight. But this is your first team defense: Ezeraku, Kenny Clark, Quentin Williams, Osa Digizua. So I think we really are moving to like more of like a 3-4, 4-3 under type of beat, where they're going to really be starting Osa, Kenny, and Quentin. Then you have Fowler and Ezeraku, or your outside. They done moved Sam Williams way to the bottom of the depth chart, but he deserved to be back there, because Sam Williams, you haven't done shit the first half of the year.
And honestly, before you move to the linebackers, I'm surprised that's not. I thought it was going to be Clowney and Ezeraku, kind of the way they were talking about them, following the last game. I just feel like I thought those that tandem, in my opinion.
You're right, sis. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yeah, and who knows? They don't quarterback. They don't be following this depth chart, no way. So I'm not even too worried about it, because they said today that it said Overshown, Leofau, and Murray are the first team linebackers in pregame warm-up. So that means means Wilson, I guess, just he need another week to get the language and stuff. I mean, and I guess it is a big responsibility when it says I'm calling the defense. Yeah. Like, can you realistically get that all down in a week? That's asking for a lot. But then I also saw, I think I have on my page.
I'm also, speaking on that same tweet, I'm wondering if if Maris is going to get more snaps. Is he getting more snaps because they have Overshown in there now, or just because Wilson needs a little bit more time with the playbook?
I honestly have no idea. We've been begging for Maris to get more snaps. We have not been sure why he has not been getting more snaps. He's clearly your enforcer, and I feel like your best, most physical linebacker currently that has played for you. So he's a tone setter. I don't know why he's not getting more reps. So hopefully we'll see how they deploy them this game to see, are we going to see more of Marist? Because I do think if we see more of Marist, if you actually give him consistent reps, then you're going to be able to see him trend up as well as Overshown.
Yeah.
But of course they're going to ramp. They're
About
going
that
to ramp
backfield?
Overshown up. So I would not expect to see him every play, but he's definitely going to be in there some plays. They're trying to get his feet wet. You know what I'm saying? But this was a big one. Kalen Carson working as the starting outside corner in the base defense. That's huge. I know y'all really, shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all really supported the hell out of that Kalen Carson video. Got a lot of views and likes and comments and helped me get a lot of subscribers. So, but I think this is huge, and I'm glad that the coaching staff seen that he actually is playing with confidence and seeming like he can play. So, what do you got to lose at this point? Bland getting worked. Traquez Bridges getting worked. Elam getting worked. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose?
And put guys back in the spots where they, where they thrive at. Like, I mean, Bland is a sure tackler. He, what I'm saying, he works well around the line of scrimmage. Put him where he thrives at. Elam as well.
Put Bland back in that slot. That's what she's saying. Put Bland back in that slot because that's what Bland is. He is a slot corner. He is not. He can play outside corner on emergencies, but like you just do not want him out there. I mean, it's clear you letting a struggling wide receiver work you like that, Bland. Like that's unacceptable. Like you got, and it wasn't like, oh, he lost. No, you got worked the whole game. Right. It wasn't like, oh, he lost it. No, you got worked. We can't have
been that one end zone play, but it was like one after another. I was like, okay, you know what? Dang, Bland, like damn, like dang, we trying to cover for you, bro, but you keep slipping. You know what I'm saying?
You keep effing up. Like, what can we do? Man. But the game about to start in like 3 minutes, but I can stop sharing my screen, but. Yeah, guys, ultimately, I mean, we gonna see. I'm hoping the Cowboys, like I said, I hope that they show up today. I hope that they play with a lot of heart. Yeah. Thank you, Hoodie Kush. He said, if there's anyone here that are going through anything, please don't hesitate to ask for help. That's right. Tonight, they are honoring Marshawn Nealon and wearing his shirt. And, they had a locker space for him and stuff like that. So they're going to be wearing a decal on the back of their helmets all year. So it's like, guys, can y'all just pull this one out for Marshawn, please? Like, we really need y'all. Like, and Cowboys Nation just needs a win. We don't know if we're going to make the playoffs. It's a stretch. But can we just win tonight, please? That's all we're asking for right now. Just win tonight. Then we'll worry about Philly next week and whoever next week. Can we just win a football game tonight?
Yeah,
exactly. But sis, do you have any final words before we get off of here?
Exactly. I'm with you, sis. Like, I mean, I want to see how Shotty was able to kind of pull this locker room.
System went out. Oh my God, the YouTube. Oh, there she go. Sis, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, yeah, you had.
Okay, there we go. It started loading.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is our. We just giving our final words. Yeah, we just want to win tonight. Yeah, and we just praying, hoping for the best. We want to just win this game tonight, especially for Marshawn. Like, this would be a great game to win and try to get some momentum. Try to get some momentum.
Yes. To take on the rest of their schedule.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I think that's good. We didn't want to come on here too long. Give y'all a short, simple, to the point show. I mean, the offense. You should tear up this defense, but it's all gonna come down to execution, as Shotty said, and play calling. And the defense, we gonna see. That's all I can say with them. We gonna see.
Right. And picking up your assignments. I'm saying, doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Paying close attention. Not penalty free, but I'm saying, but make sure you guys just show a little bit more discipline.
Right.
To allow you guys to have those big plays. You want you guys to get the momentum. Allow them to have those big plays. Cut out the penalties. That way those big plays can happen and motivate the team. So yeah, like sis said, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for your time, sis. Appreciate you. And we're striving for a win tonight, you guys.
Facts.
All right. See y'all next time.
Peace.